Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Two news stories. First one is about a controversy created by an Ethiopian comedian who spoke yesterday in a private conversation uh, in a social media site. He passed blasphemous remarks, and after that, we saw reaction. Orthodox Church issued a statement today in this connection. Secondly, arms trade is flourishing on Ethiopia-Sudan border. Is Fano purchasing weapons from Sudanese weapon smugglers? Which route is used by these arms smugglers? From where arms are entering Sudan? Who in Ethiopia is the buyer of these weapons? Can we say that Fano factions are receiving arms from Sudan? Firstly, viewers, first story is about an Ethiopian comedian, not a well-known comedian. Maybe he likes to create controversies, but this controversy is going to cost him. His name is Lij Yared. Lij Yared's videos were leaked last night. He was heard passing blasphemous remarks, discussing conducting sexual activity in a church, raping women, passed remarks against Amhara people too. Then came reaction. He started receiving death threats. I think Lij Yared is from Oromia. He is an Oromo. And what happened was, in a heated discussion, people angered him by passing remarks against his ethnic group. He retaliated by passing remarks against Amharas, against Orthodox Church. Not Orthodox Church. He just talked about conducting sexual activities in a church. The church issued a statement today, which is a bit surprising for me because church shouldn't have intervened in this issue. The church is announcing that it is going to take legal measures to bring Yared to justice. It is turning into a religious and ethnic controversy. Lij Yared has apologized. He said that his remarks were not directed at the Orthodox Church or Amhara people. He apologized. Though he has apologized, even after his apology, we are seeing calls, threatening calls that Lij Yared should be killed, that he committed blasphemy, that is why he has no right to live. Well, firstly, Lij Yared has apologized. Orthodox Church believes in forgiveness. That is why I say church shouldn't have intervened in this issue. And then there are some laws in Ethiopia about blasphemy. If he has committed blasphemy, obviously, law should take its course. No personal threats should be issued. And it should not turn into an ethnic conflict. There are groups, parties in Ethiopia which want to fuel ethnic political conflicts for the sake of their survival and for the sake of their existence as groups. So people should not be part of the propaganda. If Lij Yared has committed a crime, obviously police, law enforcement institutions should start proceedings, criminal or otherwise. The church shouldn't shouldn't have intervened in this conflict, because this conflict is being used to spread ethnic hatred and for political benefits. And if you follow the church statements, speeches of Abuna Matthias, the patriarch, he always supports forgiveness, that conflicts are not a solution. Orthodox Church believes in forgiving people. That is what is the part of the teachings of the Church. Let's see how government responds. Government should try to control the situation. This small issue should not turn into large scale ethnic or political conflict. What Yared said should be condemned. He shouldn't have said that. And he should face consequences, but consequences should be legal according to Ethiopian law. Secondly, viewers, arms trade is flourishing on Ethiopia-Sudan border. Who are the buyers of these weapons? From where weapons are arriving in Sudan? In April, a war broke out in Sudan between Rapid Support Forces led by Hamdan Dagalo and Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, Sudanese military chief. The two are leading armed groups, al-Burhan leading military and RSF leader leading a group of Darfur fighters. And we know that RSF is receiving logistical support from the UAE, United Arab Emirates. Through Chad, reportedly, UAE is supplying weapons to the RSF, from Chad to Darfur. But from another route as well, weapon shipments are entering Sudan. This route is very close to Ethiopia-Sudan, Eritrea-Sudan border. From Yemen and Somalia, arms are transported through Red Sea towards Sudan. These arms shipments enter Sudanese territory from Sudanese coastal areas or from the Red Sea close to Eritrea-Sudan border. Eritrea cannot do anything because these arms shipments reportedly enter Sudanese territory. And then these arms shipments move from Sudanese coast towards a zone which is between Blue Nile River and Atbara River. Name of this zone is Butana, Al-Butana. Al-Butana, in Al-Butana there is Gedaref state which shares border with Ethiopia, Sudanese state. In Gedaref there is Al-Fashaga, which is a territory which has been a source of conflict between Ethiopia and Sudan. And in Al-Butana zone there is Kassala state. Kassala shares border with Eritrea. So these weapon shipments enter Sudanese coastal areas from Red Sea, maybe from Yemen or from Somalia or from some Arab countries. And then the weapons are sold to parties in Kassala and in Gedaref mainly. It means that Ethiopian armed groups have access to weapon shipments. They can enter Sudan and there they can negotiate with Sudanese arms smugglers. They can buy weapons from there. Since the start of the war in Sudan, weapon trade is flourishing. One reason is the ongoing war in Sudan, and the other reason is war in Ethiopia, 2-year-long war, and now the conflict in the Amhara region. Groups in the Amhara region are reportedly buying weapons from Sudanese arms smugglers. These are not ordinary smugglers. They can supply any type of modern weapons, not heavy weapons obviously, but they can supply any type of modern weapons required for guerrilla war. Kalashnikovs, Israeli arms, American M16 guns and others, other type of modern weapons can easily be purchased by Ethiopian armed groups from Sudan, close to the border. And on Sudanese side of the border, some arms shipments have been captured by Sudanese authorities. I think I did a video a few weeks ago about some arms shipments captured on Sudanese territory, close to Ethiopia-Sudan, Eritrea-Sudan border. Some people claim that arms shipments travel through Eritrea, from Red Sea, Eritrea, Sudan. But most sources say that these weapon shipments don't travel through Eritrea, but from the Red Sea to Sudanese coast, then Kassala and Gedaref states. It means that Ethiopian military will have to man the entire Ethiopia-Sudan border to stop the infiltration of weapons into Amhara region from Sudan. It has not happened. It is not happening. Very difficult for military to man the entire border. Some Oromo groups are based too in Sudan, South Sudan. Gomez fighters based there as well. They have been based there too. Kimats are there too. Tigray fighters remained based in Sudan as well. So all these groups are buyers of weapons from Sudanese arms smugglers. Since arms trade is flourishing, it means that more weapons are being purchased by Ethiopian parties, because RSF has another route available for to receive weapons. It can receive weapons through Central African Republic. It can receive weapons from Chad too. This route, I think, is less used by rapid support forces. Main beneficiaries or main buyers here are Ethiopian groups. It means that Fano fighters can easily buy modern small arms very close to the border, Amhara, Sudan, Ethiopia, Sudan border. Ethiopian military to some extent is unable to stop this weapon flow into Amhara from Sudan. Everyone knows about, it's not that it's a secret what I am revealing today. Everyone knows this weapon smuggling network has been ongoing for years. It's not something new. But this weapon trade is flourishing now because of the conflicts in Ethiopia. It means Ethiopian groups are main buyers of these weapons. Obviously, Tigray has no appetite to buy new weapons now. And Tigray does not share border with Sudan. So, main buyers are Amhara region-based groups. Whether they are in Volkai, Thumera Sagade, or they are in the Amhara region, they are buying these modern weapons from Sudanese arms smugglers reportedly. Thank you for watching.